Hi friends, how are you today? Well, it's the big thing for me today. I brought the old Martin out here and a little cowboy cabin, and I figured although it's not my cabin, but I got the doings of working with it, and figured I'd bring the old guitar out here and maybe use this for a little bit of acoustics, and play a little bit around here. And uh, I don't know really what to sing or really what to play, but that never ever stopped me before. I've been haven't been answering many messages lately. I did earlier this morning, as you can see. Um, but I did notice the one of my old friends there, Maurice. There, I did a few old songs back there. And he has a he has a wife there. Her name is Patricia, and he wants me to sing happy birthday and wish her happy birthday. So Patricia, uh, from me and my whole family, East Coast Cabin Fever family, uh, happy birthday for you, and that's a good thing, right? Uh, you're not getting older. You're still younger. Yeah, it's like maybe like fine wine. The older the wine gets, or the whiskey, you never can tell, right? That it's supposed to be better. So happy birthday, Patricia, and that's from your husband, Mr. Maurice. And all my friends can wish Patricia a happy birthday. That would be nice. I'm gonna sing. I don't know really how it goes, but I know a little teeny bit, a verse. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Patricia. Happy birthday to you. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord bless Patricia. Happy birthday to you. May you have many more. May you have many more. May you have many more birthdays, Patricia. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Patricia. Happy birthday to you. Your husband loves you. He reached out to me to sing you a happy birthday. So happy birthday to you. There's a land that is fairer than day, and by faith we can see Yeah, that was quite a thing, you know. I enjoyed singing the birthday. Kind of a new thing for me to do it on across the airways, across all this whole world, or pushing out too through YouTube and. I try to make up just a little old song. This old little cowboy cabin. Sitting on down in the chair, singing to all of you, makes my heart grow bigger than it used to. Working here now, with the heat on my back, makes me work longer, makes me stronger. I like it outside. I like working when it's warm. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind snow if I know the snowmobile or a set of skis or even snowshoes. I just like being warm. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm out here in a cowboy cabin with my 2 feet on a pine floor. I made some benches yesterday and this morning, and they're almost done. I'll show you later. There's so much to get done here in a cowboy cabin. I don't mind, I'll get the job done. And I love my fellow friends, the ones I have here on YouTube. And they're reaching out and telling different people about me. What else can I do? Just be myself. That's all God wants me to do. There you go, guys. Noah's pick. Noah's pick is bringing the old music right out in me. I got something to show you guys. A couple pictures, y'all. That tells me that I'm opening up myself and believing in my awesome subscribers. You fellers are. I want to show you my late brother. He passed away. Yeah. He passed away. He was born on April the 30th, 1955. And he passed on December the 5th, 2016. Yeah. And his name, Ricky Wayne Tebow. Didn't he like me playing the old guitar and singing? Yeah, he did. Yeah. And everybody loved him. He would drink quite a bit. That was his thing, right? He would drink. He had rubber boots on. He would dance. They used to call him Ricky Rubber Boot. But I'll tell you, if you needed somebody to have your back, he'd be the guy. One time he was, cancer took him. And I was way up the valley, and my phone rang. Had one of them flip phones. This was a while back. And I don't know who it was that was talking to me, but they said, Ricky wants you to play the guitar and sing. They wanted me to tell you. He wanted me to tell you, and I went, okay. So I said, well, I'm up the valley. I'll come down, and I'll go down further and grab the guitar and come back. And so I went down and grabbed the old flat top, brought the flat top back up to the Digby General, went up on the second or third floor. There was everybody around. Well, mostly the family members. And I walked in with the old flat top and I opened her up. And there he was laying right down. And he was on chemo and such. And he had the beautifulest hair. And when I seen him, it didn't take long to change. It turned right Snow White. He almost, to me, looked like there was, Moses, when I think Moses saw God up on Mount Zion or whatever it was. I should know my Bible better. But Moses his hair turned white. That's what my brother's hair looked like. Now what I'm going to show you, it don't look like that, and he had more hair. And they trimmed him up and stuff. He had a little beard and stuff. But he was a lovable guy. He was my brother, and he was a lovable guy. He didn't bother nobody. And anyway, I rolled in there with the old flat top, like I said, and I got down, and I picked the guitar up, and I said, Rick, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, what are you doing? Hey, he said, you gonna sing, pick a song, play a song? I said, whatever you want, Rick, whatever you want. And he told me a song or two, and I started playing and singing. And somebody recorded it. Maybe somebody might still have it recorded, some of the family members, but this was a while back. Well, look, he thought something of that. He surely did. And so I was getting involved with my playing and singing. I was zoning in, you know what I mean? Just zoning right in, baby. And just doing my thing. And I lifted my head. And the whole room was full of people. The doorway was with people. There was nurses coming in and different things. And the hallways. And they was listening to me. I didn't know it. And they clapped. And it was for Ricky. I did it for Ricky. Yeah. I want to show you Ricky. And you can just tell by looking at him how a nice guy he was. So I'll show you Ricky. There's my brother. I say he was a good looking man. He had curly hair. He got his hair cut there. But in the hospital, his hair was like bigger, almost like, if you think back in the 80s when Conway Twitty had that big hair, he had hair like Conway Twitty. Beautiful hair. I got no hair. I lost my hair. But anyway, beautiful hair, and his eyes, you can tell the way his eyes is. He's just a good-natured guy. Nice-looking guy. Yeah, cancer took him. And one more story, then I'll probably let you go. It'll be a short video. My father, old Johnny Tebow, eh? Well, they call him Johnny Tebow, but they mostly call him Johnny Reed, eh? Like Johnny Reed, the country singer from Canada, Johnny Reed? Yeah. Anyway, the reason why they call him Johnny Reed, because Dad's father was named Reed. And back then, their kids was their first name, and their last name would be the father's name, right? You know, it works kind of weird, but so Johnny Reed. I think that's how it went. Reed. Yeah, it was Reed. Anyway, so the old man, I call him the old man, but the old man, he called himself the saltwater cowboy. He sort of talked like this. What are you doing over there? Won't you shovel that manure out of that cow and stalls and shovel that up, boy. Milk them cows. And that's how he talked, right? He had that way, a slagger. And a lot of people loved him because he was comical, right? He was right comical. And he was way better than me. He was more of a serious kind of comical guy. But anyway, he liked old trucks. And I ended up getting this truck from him a long time ago. Well, it fell apart because it was an old truck and we live in saltwater, Nova Scotia. But this truck is a 1955 corn binder, International. Now, Hillbilly, Idaho Hillbilly, had a shirt on there and it had the International Harvester thing. And I picked it, I seen it, I was like, man, I thought about, and I had a truck too. I had another truck. It was a 53. I had a 53 International. Had the two small windows in the back. My father's has a solid window. I think it's a solid window in the back. Yeah, Dad had a solid window in the back. I had the two windows. I like the two windows better in the back. But anyway, so Dad drove this truck, 1955 corn binder. There's a lot of stories in that corn binder, I'll tell you. When we went clam digging, there was a bunch of us. There was 4 of us in the cab. And you know them old trucks are small, right? The cabs are right in. So there was 4 clam diggers, like that. And we was going up to the beach with the old 55. Dad had them old army tires on her. I think they was like 16 inch, but they was a tall rubber, right? It was tall. Could be 18 inch too, eh? Anyway, we're going over that beach and all them rock, boom, boom. And we were so confined that we just went like this. There was no movement. We was all doing this because our cab was holding us in. Dad was driving. I was next to him. And I think it was Kevin Thibodeau and Herbie DeVue. Herbie DeVue next to me or Kevin. But there was 4 of us. There was Kevin, Herbie, and me and Dad. And we went up there and I said, what did I say? I said, Dad, man, where's this Dakota truck? Yeah. So Dad was old then, right? Well, I was young. Dad was probably in his 50s. I was probably old as Dad right now. Maybe I could be older than Dad. I don't know. So I said to myself, I can beat you digging clams. Dad said, what? I said, I can beat you digging clams. Man, you can't clam dig. Look how old you are. Man, I was clam digging. I wasn't good as the Thibodeaus. Like the Thibodeaus was really good. Kevin Thibodeau and Stephen and Christopher. Really good diggers. Yeah, they was my friends growing up on the old back road. But anyway, Dad said, what? I said, yeah, I can beat you. Well, Dad said, when you want to start? And I went, well, I'll let you know. Okay. So I went out, I tried to find the best spot so I could start. So I looked around and I said, yeah, there's quite a few holes in the ground. And I said, hey, Dad! We're going to start. Huh? We're going to start. Okay. So I was digging. I went crazy. Digging me going like that. And I was rolling that back, picking them, rolling that back like that, picking that, rolling that back, and picking that, rolling it back. And there's dirt, and the mud was a flying, and the water was a flying, and the seagulls was a I'm doing all this stuff. And oh man, I said, I got him, baby. I got him. Well, the tide started coming in. I said, man, I got to get my stuff together. So I grabbed my bags, and I think I looked into the high water mark. Dad had his old 55 up in there, and them fellers was still, they had a lot of stuck clams, I guess. I don't know much what they had. I can't figure that one out. But so I come up. So I carried my clams. Well, I'll tell you. I had, what did I have? I had three buckets in a bag. No, four. 3 buckets in one bag, 3 buckets in another bag, and I think I had a pail in another bag. I think I had 7. Yeah, I think I had 7, 6 or 7. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I did, and I went, "Oh, Dad, ain't you digging? Ain't you digging? Oh, I just got done, boy. How many did you get?" And I went, "Oh," I said, "I see these bags, eh? I see these bags." He had 2 bags, and I think he looked like he had 3 buckets in these bags. That's 6 buckets, and I had 7. So I seen it, and I went, "I got him." So I looked him in. I said, you know what I mean?" I said, I believe 6 or 7. I guess I got 7 buckets. "What did you get, Dad?" Looked at the bags there, and I went, "Well, I don't know. Let's see. I got them there." And I went, "Well, what's that, 3 buckets? Is it 3 buckets or 3.5 buckets? 4 buckets in the bag? What is it? Looks like 3. He went, "Yeah, I got 3 buckets in that bag, and I got 3 in that bag, and come give me a hand over here." I said, "What do you mean?" "He's just over here by that rock." No, yeah, okay. Went over. He had rockweed over something. The dadgum fella had 2 more bags of clams. He hid them under rockweed. Rockweed, right? Grows on big rocks. We took them bags of clams. He had 12 buckets of clams, and I had 7. I said, "Whose clams are these?" "Well, them's my clams, boy. What do you think I was doing up here? Huh? You was down there talking to people probably, and I was up here just a-working. Did I get you?" Man, they're like, you don't want to hook them old timers, I'll tell you right now, because they got the smarts up there. So we left the beach. 4 of us cramped in, the back right full of clams. Man, them clams are good, I'll tell you right now. Woo! Where'd that daggone heart go? Hey, hey! I gotta get it back up. Sounds like a little house on a prairie carnival. Okay, now I'll tell you right now. We jumped in that truck. We went up the hill. We got on the pavement. And Dad, and I was shifted, right? It was a 3-speed on the wheel, 3 on 3. And Dad would put the clutch in, he'd steer, and I do all the shifting. So I pull him down first gear, race straight up second gear, push down as third gear. So we got up in first gear of the pavement, and there's a store over there, a little county store. So we pulled into the store. We got a long neck bottle of Dr. Pepper, and a long neck bottle of Mountain Dew, and a long neck bottle of Pepsi and a Coke. Big long neck bottles. Long neck bottle. Anyway, so we got back in the truck. We probably had a junk of bologna towering down our gizzard, usually in a bag of chips. Really good healthy food, eh? Oh yeah, if you want to go on a diet and live forever, get bologna. They scrape it off the floor. Get some chips. You light a match to it. She burns right out. And get pop. It's good for your back, all that sugar. Okay, now, so he was going down the road, and he was jamming on his brakes. Kept pushing on his brakes. And when he was pushing, the steering wheel was going like this. Like he would look down, and I see you right now doing it. I said, "What are you doing?" "Make sure them brakes are bled, boy. I'm gonna pump it up." But he was doing this. Well, first thing you know, the lights come on. Popo come behind. He's half deaf. "Dad, the cops behind you." "Huh? The cops." "What they want?" I said, "They must want to stop you. You're all over the road." So we pulled over. Cop come out. cocked him up like that. The old 55 went. Dad went it down a little bit. Huh? So Dad sat right here in the chair like this. Huh? Cop looked down at him and said, "What are you drinking, sir?" "What? What are you drinking, sir?" "Drinking pop. Want a taste?" Like that, and he shoved it right up in his face. And he pulled his head right. I was watching. He pulled it. And he sniffed it and he said, "Why are you all over the road? You're not drinking." "Yeah, I'm drinking pop." "Well, that's not what I meant. You're not drinking alcohol." "No, we just got off work." Well, you can see it was all dirty, right? Anyway, he said, "Why are you all over the road? Like a drunken man." He goes, "Well, these brakes, boy, I got to pump up these brakes." And it seemed so, he said, I was pumping them up, and my boy was hollering at me to keep it in the road, but I thought I was, but I must have maybe gone here or there. He said, "Well, you gotta calm the frig down." He said, "You're all over the road." But he didn't give us a fine. He warned us not to do that. Then we went home. Yeah, that was crazy, man. There's more stories on that old truck, I'll tell you right now, but I ain't saying no more. But I'm going to show you my father. And he always wanted to grow a beard. And and he could grow a beard. Dad could grow a beard better than me. Like Dad had a big, long beard one time. He had a nice beard. This beard I'm going to show you was starting of probably the nice beard. And he had them old-fashioned 1970 looking rim glasses. Looked like Elvis Presley glasses, but instead of being black, the goldish color around them. And a big belt buckle. And you fellas probably say, "Show me the picture! Show me the picture!" Well, here he is. There's my father. And I don't know what year, but it's in the early 80s. Late 70s, early 80s. Right there. That's it right there. That's him. The old belt buckle. And he made sure his pants stayed up. He had a belt and braces. Yeah. The new inspection sticker right there, Nova Scotia inspection sticker. So that was a solid window. And then a back window was solid. But it was a 55. Yeah, that was quite a truck. Short wheelbase too. And him and my mom painted it. Yeah, they painted it. It's I just want to show you guys that. That's pretty much all I wanted to do. But what I wanted to do was sing happy birthday to Patricia, Reese's wife. So this is a video. I was 30 minutes long. Hope I entertained you guys a little bit. I don't know if I did. If I entertained, aren't you not entertained? I like that part in that movie. No, but give me a thumbs up or write a message. Do whatever, right? Because everybody reads these messages, right? Because we're all one knitted family, right? And that's the way this channel should be. We don't want to run nobody down. We don't want to have nobody run anybody down. And if anybody comes on here, I notice if anybody says anything bad about whatever, you guys are like pit bulls. You're getting right to it. So if anybody wants to come on here and do something like that, please don't do that. That's not good, right? There's a lot of channels out there you can do that too. So yeah, it's all good. We're doing good. We're all one family, and it's beautiful. So welcome aboard. If you just come on here, and if you got people you want to tell about us, bring them on. It's all good. We all get different things and different days, and some days is better than others, and you know how it works. So I got to get back to work. But I brought the guitar out of the house specifically to come here and sing that birthday song because I wanted to do it here to be more authentic, to more, I don't know. I think it sounds good in here, to be honest with you. And the guitar don't mind. It's not hurting my guitar. It's pleasantly warm in here. And what I'll do, I'll just, when I get this done, I'll take it back in the house. And the house is warm too, because I need the room, right? I got my sticks right here drying. You wonder what this is for? This is the wood that's going to go on one of these decks. So that's good. I'll show you guys here in a second. I might make this a little bit longer, maybe not a few minutes. Hold on a second. It's only, bear with me, not a couple minutes. I want to show you what I did here. Because this is probably the last video for here today. Put this guitar up here. Okay. Let's see. Let's see it right here. My bed. Good. I'll bring this right here for now because I'm going to take it out. Put it back in. Okay. I can take this off of here so you folks can see. Oh, I forgot to put them in there. I'll put them in there in a second. Okay. These here, this is how it's framed out. Very solid wood, all hemlock. And this is one that's done. Right there. It's made super, it weighed close to 100 pounds. This is another one. I put the belt sander to it. Right? It's hemlock, so it's got that antique cowboy look. I love it. See how it's made? This one here, I done even. Right? And I said, I'm going to experiment. I want to make one that sticks out more. So I like this one better because I can be able to lift here and move it around. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with this one. You know, I made the first one. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's nice and strong. Everything's even. Everything's measured properly. And everything's square. I use this here. The speed square. I make sure it's square. So this is all sanded. And this one right here, how I made this one here, I can't get my foot under. Now, am I supposed to? Not really, but it'd be nice if I had it under. But the way this hangs out, it keeps my body from it, so it ain't bad, right? If this was closer, this would be a problem. What did I do? I raised them up. I raised them up 4 inches. Look at this, look. See my foot? See that? And this one sticks out too. See how it sticks out? Like this? That's by design. So I can pull it around. Now eventually, I want to get caster wheels, and I'll put caster wheels underneath them, right here. I'll drill a hole up from the bottom, and I'll just put the caster wheel with a brake on it, right? Then I can roll them around. But these are mine. These is things that I need for my equipment. So when I build my next, I'm sorry if I'm hollering. You just have to turn the volume down. I get excited, eh? What I'm going to say, yeah. So these will go in my next build on the deck floor, along with my stove. This stove here, this comes out. And this stove is going to be on middle of the floor when I'm building the cabin, the new cabin. And I'll have a stovepipe sticking up. And it'll be always going. If it needs to go, it will go. And I'll just huddle around the stove. Then once the walls gets up, then the roof gets on, and we do it that way. But yeah. So it's pretty cool. So I got my table saw set up here. I have my planer on this one. Then I got my, right? And it took me years to save money up and buy the stuff. You know, I'm not a rich man. I just work. I work. And I buy things when things come on sale. And you buy it. Because I like doing it. Right? Anyway, I talked enough. Smile, and the world will smile with you. And always be a blessing. And be good to yourself before you be good to other people. If you're good to yourself and use yourself good, then you will use other people good. Okay? Okay. I gotta go.